All this and also this is more Brotato New Dawn, and we are continuing here. Can we reach Mr. Crate guy? Maybe. We have to let him go. Get away. No, we don't. Not a crate though. Triple crates. Yo, cursed. 15 luck. Okay. Lighting ship. Crown. Scared sausage. Combine, regular lighting ship, reroll, laser turret, energy bracelet, lock boiling water, reroll. Okay, we got this. And then wave 15 will be a swarm wave. We got the laser turret, and the laser turret has insane scaling, by the way. Laser turret has what is it? Yeah, spawns turrets that shoots piercing bullets, and it has pretty decent engineering scaling there, as you can see, 125%. So, you know, we do have a wasp, right? Yes, we do have one wasp. We have 22 elemental damage. We haven't gotten a Will-O-Wisp this round though, which is crazy though. However, we've gotten way more attack speed. We have 50% attack speed now. Is decent, not the best though. My problem is, of course, is that we don't have like ranged elemental damage. Rates are very important though. We also have something like something harvesting. Harvesting is of course important for us to snowball as much as possible. Because if you compare to the elemental damage we had with the Will-O-Wisps, you know, so that is very important. Will-O-Wisp damage. The thing is, we need to be powerful enough before wave 17. We need to have gotten powerful enough to not get like one shot by the boss, whatever the boss ends up being. Jobbar vi GK. Speed, elemental damage, jelly, reroll, harvesting. Now the baby get go. Let's go. We're doing pretty insane, I would say. I'm not gonna lie. The laser turret is pretty insane though, by the way. The laser turret is absolutely insane. We have two laser turrets. One regular turret. Two laser turrets. We're skipping one tier, skipping the boot tier completely. Okay, you know what? I really want the flame turret, please. Incendiary turret, please. Really, please, man. If we're not gonna get the Will-O-Wisp, at least give me the incendiary turret, please. Or give me a flamethrower. Give me a flamethrower. I take a flamethrower any day, man. I take like yours used 5 flamethrowers in a row. Something like that, or just give me a bunch of crates with like, just give me like black, you know, like give me like a bunch of crates, you know, this round maybe, or maybe next wave. You know, just give me a bunch of crates, or give me items that gives me more crates, you know. 0% damage, yes. The answer is yes. Nice. Roll. Elemental damage in your key. Not active from that. Okay, so we have a red one. Hitting an enemy's partial lighting point the boss 4 times. Yeah, that's actually very good. We have how much attack speed? We have 60% attack speed. Okay, that's pretty good. And we have the double wasps now, so our structure attack speed is 20%. Burning speed is 20%, burning speed is 1. So yeah, so still crazy. We haven't seen more sneaks though. That's actually been very crazy. Like you might not think that the turrets is not putting in work, but the turrets are putting in work, man. Look consumables doesn't heal as much as it should. However, we don't have the beef jerky yet. We're about to get the beef jerky. Just like that, if we can get enough materials this round though. Yes, next wave is going to be scary though, by the way. Next wave could get really, really bad for us. Just like that, you know. Could get pretty scary for us, not gonna lie. The scary potential is there. What's armor? Armor is -1. -4 on the dodge. 3 marks at aids of away range. Yes. Yo, fried rice. Flied lice. Are you kidding me right now? Because the flied lice will keep you alive. That's the insane thing. Like the flied rice is like 1 plus HP regeneration for every current burning enemy. We have -2 HP regeneration though, but you know, this is a swarm wave, by the way. And this is a swarm wave. 10 elemental damage, and we have 85% attack speed. And now we will get basically like at the end of each wave, yeah, 2 max HP. So now we begin the HP scaling. Instead of that, we still need to get some HP, of course, obviously, and we need to get some armor as well. And now we have a decent amount of like movement speed. So now we're not gonna die because of the movement speed. Here's the thing though that is crazy, is that you're meant to feel like overwhelmed on this wave. And the thing is like, if we can kill, right, if we can, it's because so you're so goddamn strong, man. Elemental damage, speed, tardigrade. And only find 2 hits with tardigrade though. Lock that, get that. Lock the bomb dice. Okay, so we almost have a full set of purples now. And next is gonna be a boss wave. We're absolutely cracking it. But we can still die very easily because we have 0 armor now instead, which is good. We have 9 luck and 141 harvesting. Like, see, that's the thing, right? If we can use harvest enough, then we can use to get a bunch of stuff. And the fact that we got a cursed tardigrade means that we have like 2 hits. Yeah, we nullify 2 hits. Which is very, very good. Meaning that can actually save us, especially if we're up against a boss that could one-shot. One crate is not gonna cut it, man. We need more crates. I mean, how many baby geckos did we get in a row? Now we have 3. We almost have all the baby geckos. Okay, we lost the first nullification there. Okay, lifesteal, incendiary turret, bone dice, campfire. Put down his reroll, purple lightning shield, reroll. And that's crit chance. What's my crit? 7. Reroll. Heavy bullet. Yellow frog. Yes. Okay. You're going down, fool. You're going down, fool. I got to pay attention to where he is. I know where not to be. I know that eventually mutates, so we need to be a bit, try and be a bit aggressive here. I would like to kill if possible. I think we can. Get close to the flaming turret, please. Yo, the speed. Nice. Tyler, okay, that's fine. Elemental damage. Get heavy bullets, get alloy. Reroll. Reroll. Oh man, 1% chance should have been knocked back here, but that is -7. That's elemental damage though. Okay, wave 18. Now it's only the final wave that's gonna be a bit of an issue, I think. I mean, we could still die on this way though. We cannot be too... We do have 9 luck and 108 harvesting. So yeah. But yeah, I would like a lot more incendiary turrets if possible, but I would also take a legendary turret, the legendary, you know, the rocket launcher turret. Would be nice. Otherwise, more laser turrets is also very nice as well. I would also take the drone. That's also enemies nearby. That would also be a thing that could happen. That could be very, very useful for us. No, I get rid of the eggs. If I see eggs, they're going down. Get up her. We can also use the egg layer, I think. No, we can't have eggs. Max XP. Frog. Medical turret. Boiling. Yes. So 212 harvesting. 90% attack speed, 62 elemental damage, and we have 82 of that. Next is going to be the final wave. Stuff that which I'm not looking forward to because you can still die on the final wave and stuff that. But we have the movement speed, we have the attack speed, we kind of have the damage, I think. We have 2 tardigrades. But we hopefully don't take stupid damage. But, you know, I'm an expert at, you know, taking stupid damage. Because yeah, if we throw it on the final wave, then it's gonna feel really bad. There are certain things we need though for the final wave that I hope we get. Will always be technically too late, but that depends on how far we are going to be able to survive into endless and stuff like that, right? Because yeah. Okay, one crate is better than 0 crates. Yeah, I get that actually. 20 luck. Garden. No. Even though the handcuffs are really powerful. That alloy, this. Look, the small magazine. Stone skin is powerful though, but no. What's our life still at? Our life still is at 24, okay. Wait, 20, okay. Okay, we get these 2 as a combo. Again, it's a bit scary. This is not a combination that I like. Fucking man. The fact that we got rid of the target hits. Yeah. It's just insane. Maybe I should be more aggressive there, but I'm still happy with that. Because, yeah, 3 alloys. 66 elemental damage, 90% attack speed. 38 feet. Only 11 engineering though. But yeah, 53% movement speed, 29 luck, 240 harvesting, 86 HP. Yeah. I don't know theoretically what would have saved that run, if anything would have saved that run, you know, and stuff like that, right? We did get some absolute banger items, so the crown was very important for extra harvesting. The cursed ice cube was of course very potent for the elemental damage as well. This was absolutely insane. That's an insane thing. Yeah, this was also pretty insane. For elemental damage, 4 HP, regeneration, -1 speed, 3% lifesteal from that. For elemental damage from the boiling water, cursed. Cursed target was insane. Cursed toxic sludge is also very good. Yeah, because whenever something like this is cursed, then it's often gonna be 4 elemental damage instead. So that, but yeah. Man, that was. Man, it's always the final thing, and like here's the thing, like level 25 on way 20 is still not good enough. We didn't get a single XP increasing item. Yeah. We did get also a heavy fucking bullet, man. Like 10% damage, plus 10 range. But yeah, it's range damage, so you know. But it's 10% overall like damage as well. But yeah. I mean, we finally got responsible got shit bullet ceiling 3. But it also scales with engineering, so if you have enough engineering, you know, then yeah, that could be powerful. But yeah, we don't have time for an outrun. Nope. But yeah, that's actually very good for Codex here because, yeah. Because there's the medical leaf and stuff. There's the wisp. Yeah, there's the wandering boss would have been nice. This would have been nice to use book 1 ending for every permanent 1+ elemental damage you have. Which would have had synergies with it. This would have also been good power generator, 1% damage for every permanent speed. As well as all the speed. Palabooks would have been good. Your structures can create. What else would have been good? Nail would have been good, of course. Even though it just gets with engineering. Actually, let's do one more quick run. Maybe it's just a problem more that we're running the crash zone instead of the beast because the crash zone is generally harder. In my opinion. Because it generally has harder bosses. Where is that though? Is it engineering that we want specifically that is the best engineer? Yeah. Oh, but I know that there's another good engineering character. Is it the dwarf? 1+ engineering when killing at least 6 enemies with the direct weapon. Hit 1 melee damage for every permanent 2+ engineering you have. But he's very, very slow with the attack speed, the dwarf. Now let's start with this guy. Let's start with the wrenches. Oh. Because I kinda know what to go for, and here's the thing that if we lock a bunch of white items, right? If we lock a bunch of white items and if we just completely ignore like elemental damage, right? We go for harvesting. We go for harvesting. Of course, go for engineering as well. We get rid of duct tape. That is because that is -2 HP. We also get rid of the mushroom. We also get rid of the plant. We reroll. Get rid of the red ghost. Verify the onion. We can leave ugly tooth we lock. Nice. Good. Because see, this character has a lot of potential. So that I talked about before what's good with this character, but then we didn't use the bands. And just with the bands, things just becomes easier. Like I feel like it will be way easier to get a structure. Now the white items are of course the items that exist the most of. You know, which is a bit bad. Harvesting again. Range. Ugly tooth. Lock the medal. So we already have 11 harvesting. We have a 0% attack speed. What is it? Damage modifications are reduced, yeah. The engineering modifications will be higher. Yeah, and I wonder if this guy started with an item that made me slower. No, it's Ugly Tooth that made me make us slower. So Ugly Tooth is of course the thing that slows getting a removes 5% of their movement speed. Which of course means that if you have certain things, then it will be even better. Attack speed, melee damage, harvesting. Ooh, that's insane. That's also pretty insane. Actually, that's not worth it, actually. Normally that is really good though because of the max HP, the armor, and the speed. But we're actually gonna ban the blue medal. Get that for the speed though. So why did we ban the blue medal? That would increase my chance to get the incendiary turret, hopefully. I mean, there are certain blues that we might ban instead, you know, and stuff like that, because, you know, the goal is, of course, would be to ban a lot of white items and in hopes to get more turrets quicker, getting more of these regular turrets. The false fact that we got the wheelbarrow early is insane, by the way. Amount of consumables is 0. This is the default consumable heal. Kill that projectile dude, please. Your jerky. Speed. Armor. Range. XP. Ban feather, ban lens. Reroll. Range. Ban glasses. I thought about banning the weight stone, but no. Lock the penguin. Lock this, lock this. Get that. Okay, very, very good. We now have a full suite of things here. Of course, if you ban the correct stuff, by the way, then also the engineering stuff is more likely to show up as well. And the engineering stuff also, if they happen to get cursed, then they become very, very powerful indeed. You know? Okay, get the curse, please. Very nice. So harvesting, 30 harvesting. We have -5 luck though. Do we have lifesteal? No, 2 lifesteal. Get some crit chance, right? Because we have 0. Rams, penguin, cyclops. Reroll. Reroll. We don't have a way to burn yet, but we lock that. Well, technically we do have a way to burn, we just got the burning turret though. And the snake actually increases the value of the burning turret by quite a bit. And we want, of course, to not be stuck at burning turrets for too long. And stuff that, like, we want to get to the legendary turrets as quickly on as possible. But we want to pick up a lot of turrets as well as items, of course, obviously. And, you know, getting a lot of engineering and stuff that, right? Because the quicker we can get more engineering, the better, you know, and stuff that, right? Please. Harvesting. Burning. And that is lower attack speed though. We lock that though. Get another rounds. We lock that and we lock the fish. Oh, so we managed 10 luck, which is a bit So yeah, we're minus 2% attack speed. Now, however, we have two flame turrets. We also have the thing to spread the burn, but we also want to get burn sausages as well. Just go into our flaming ring of turrets. No. Pocket Factory is of course going to be very, very important as well to get a lot of, and stuff that, we can only get one, I think, right? Because Pocket Factory, I think, is unique. And we have 39 harvesting so far, which is okay. See, the thing is, if we can get enough engineering, by the way, then, okay. Recycle, speed, luck. That, get one of those, get this. So now we have 40% XP gain. Get that, lock reinforced steel. Reroll. That's the garden, reroll. Okay, very good. The reroll price getting reduced is very good with the spyglass. Like the earlier you get the spyglass, the better. Sometimes though it's weird, right? Like sometimes you can have runs and certain white items just refuses to show up. Like sometimes you have runs and you get very few dangerous banners, most of that, and that seems like really weird. Like, is it rare for being like a white item then, or the like different rarities? I definitely wish they could show the percentage chance of certain like items showing up, because I definitely think that it's weighted with certain characters. Like I definitely feel like on the engineering, it should just have a high chance to give you turrets and stuff that, right? Because you are an engineer, right? So the whole story would be like, oh, you make your own turrets and stuff that, So we almost died there. Cyberball, 8 harvesting, get that, get this, don't get the bone dice. Not a garden though. We do have one garden, right? Yes. And now basically we have turrets that are protecting the garden, which is nice. Not gonna lie. It's actually it. See, you stick close to our turrets, man. You stick close to our turret army. Yes! Yes! Whoa! Yes! Yes, turrets, yes. You have to realize also the more turrets you have, or the more powerful the turrets, the bigger deal the items will be when we get them, like the certain law or the engineering items. Like the okay. Two crates. Okay, we sell. Okay, repost. Luck. Attack speed. Luck. Garden. Combine. Get this. 1 damage per second, that's a big risk. Scarf though. That. Lifesteal. Compass. Okay, we only need to survive this wave. If we survive this wave, by the way, things are gonna go insane if we survive this wave. There's no chance we survive this wave. Yeah, way too hard. Why did the fucking mouth enemies... Fucking piece of shit mouth enemies, man. Like, why all of a sudden, like, was there like a fucking way that used like mouth enemies everywhere? And that is just so fucking frustrating because, like, that coupon. Look this, look the snake. Plus engineering. Okay, we get the 11, 15, 18 combo. Okay, that's interesting. Now the best thing is, because if we, let's say we get a crate, for example, and we get like a free engineering, get rounds, get engineering. Okay, that ain't bad at all. Now here's the thing about if we get frozen horse, for example. From my understanding, frozen off, right, gives you like scaling via, you know, like via elemental or whatever, right, it is. But then also, for example, if we get the stuff like the strange book, for example, then its elemental damage will give us like engineering as well, you know, and stuff. That so we have like multiple ways to scale engineering up faster. Luck, max HP actually. Branch, spygrass, snake, and landmines. Reroll. Lock that. And this. Reroll. Lock turret. Nice. Wave 4, and we almost have all the turrets so far. Now we don't have any harvesting yet, but instead we have the luck. You know, so it's either, right? It's either that if you cannot get harvesting, then go for the luck, and vice versa. Of course, the best thing is if you can get a lot of both. Max HP. Friends, get that. Get this. Lock the whistle. Baby gecko. And ranch. Nice. The baby gecko is just going to help some out with getting other things. We do need more speed though. Because the speed is an important part of the advantage and stuff like that, so yeah. Now, really, Pocket Factory is good, but Pocket Factory becomes better if you've gotten a bunch of trees. So that now, of course, if you curse the tree, I believe cursing the tree is more effective than you spawning more trees, right? Because I'm pretty certain that curse tree will mean that the trees will spawn faster, if I remember correctly as well. 8% damage. Let's get the branch, get the whistle, another turret, lock this. Reroll, burning, small fish, good. So we have 10 luck. What is it? Whistle is 50% chance for loot aliens to appear. Now, of course, if you curse that, then that's very, very good. But it's a 50% roll. And then the loot aliens will be faster, but that also makes them stand out more. And the good thing about them being fast is that, like, the more turrets we have, obviously, because we have already 2 extra turrets, then, you know, that's very helpful, because those 2 extra turrets will always be normal turrets no matter what. And stuff that, you know. Okay. 9% movement speed. 9 max speed, burning. Range. Okay, maybe I didn't mean to get a purple one already. And a plant. Auto respawn, lock that, lock all, everything there. 3 max HP and 1 max HP for every 80 materials you have. This means, for example, if we snowball during a run, and we get like a lot of materials, then that's going to be very, very helpful. This creates already one black laser turret already. They die very, very fast to the turret if it spawns. Won't get hit by that. Good kill. Nice. There used to be a crate. No. Luck. Get that. Get the trees. Reroll. Branch. Okay. I mean, we can hope for a bunch of. We need to get the correct things. We need to get more. Either we get more incendiary turrets, or we get like laser turrets from the crate. Here's the thing, right? With a lot of luck, for example, then yes, we have a higher chance to get more crates. There's a loot alien, good. There's be a crate in this little trio here. If we can reach you even. Still have a chance with these three here. Another loot alien though. That's crazy, man. That's a triple crate. Turret, luck, armor, lifesteal, blue branch, black belt, branch. Reroll. Lock the pen, Bandaware Ghost, and the Hedgehog. Reroll. Lock Purple Bench, lock Missile. Yeah, I think that's a Purple Bench already, so we have 17 luck. Okay. Okay, this is very nice. What's our engineering? Engineering is at 22, which is not super high because it starts with 20 engineering, right? Not 10 plus engineering, okay. Okay, this has a lot of potential now. Because of course we didn't get the whistle too late though. So you know that could be a bunch of extra crates, you know, and stuff like that, but it's not always, it's a 50% chance. I think it's per way basically. But yeah, but if we, for example, if we get the hourglass for whatever reason, right, you know, and stuff like that, if we could get an hourglass, for example, use like be super lucky and get an hourglass, then the whistle is gonna go off several times. But you know, that would be hilarious. Because then we can use like farm crates, you know, and stuff like that, right? Speed, reroll, harvesting, attack speed, purple branch, missile, engineering, get that. Cute monkey, reroll, that, harvesting, reroll, spawns a little bot, lock the wrench. Very nice. So now we have one missile turret which kills 150% with engineering. Yeah, attack speed is 0. But yeah, it's, you know, interesting. We have 13 harvesting. And 23 luck. We do have a rocket turret now. And yeah, and I think we're doing pretty well. Next is going to be a swarm wave, which is going to be very important. I mean, we still haven't gotten the better thing to get even more black loot crates to spawn. There are some other like synergy items we can get and stuff like that, yeah. But more turrets is always appreciated. I forgot, did we use all the bands already? I don't think we have yet. Secreto. Oh, and we beat the curse dude. Yes. Attack speed. Range. Schmoop. Another range. Bait. Unlock the fried rice. Reroll. Another range. Bandana, I think, will work for turrets. Or not really. And we get the fucking mouth enemies again. We get the worst enemy. We get the enemy that killed us last time. But now we can deal with them. Seemingly. I think that's all of them that we're gonna spawn though. Now I feel a lot safer, but I don't feel completely safe yet because this is still a swarm wave. Maybe it was a swarm wave last time when we died and I just didn't pay attention. Okay, get one crate at least. Another crate. Another crate, please. Two crates. Recycle that. Another smoke now. And harvesting. Attack speed. I don't get that. Do one more, 3 spawn, reroll. Ah, it's too early. Yeah, the Giant's Belt would be absolutely insane, by the way. The Giant's Belt would be absolutely insane. Because the Giant's Belt, I believe, work with the turrets as well. The Giant's Belt is a big like, damage upgrade. And stuff that. And the Giant's Belt can use completely carry us. And stuff that. Now we do have some pretty good ranges so far. Not gonna lie, and stuff that's right, Now if we could, for example, get like just everything just being rocket turrets, then that's like very good because we have like regular turrets as well. And stuff that, and what's our engineering? Our engineering is 30. Like we can have way higher at this point. We have 25 harvesting and 15 luck. We have 50% XP gain. Which isn't bad. The 2 crates also so far on the stage. Keep in mind that the drone is not unique, by the way, so you could theoretically get more drones. Okay, 9 HP. Harvesting. Giant belt. Purple wrench. Reroll. Reroll. Regular wrench. Don't get the alien eyes this time. Actually banned the alien eyes. Yo. I don't have a fish hook by chance, do we? We do not have a fish hook. This yes, but critical hits deal 10% of one enemy's current this bonus. There are no 1% for the boss hits. Oh, I managed to crit chance, yay! Yeah, so now crit becomes very, very valuable with that. We need to get a crit up. But I'm pretty certain that even on these character structures cannot crit, you would think, right, that if they ever want to buff this character, right, or like make a strong engineering character, right, you know, stuff that, you know, because I would definitely say that like very, very powerful characters should be allowed to exist, you know, because the game is all it's about having fun there, because there is no like leaderboard or whatever, right, you know, so, you know. Please. That's great. That's great. Get this C. Beat those fools. I pity the fool. Okay, 2 crates. Max HP. Sunken Bell. Harvesting. Quick Wasp. That. Wrench. Reroll. Attack speed. Reroll. Yo. That's a okay. That will increase the enemy speed or the scarf, so I need to remember that. But the speed is 20. Okay, so this is the next one is the Swarm Wave though. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. So now we have the Wasp. Yeah, we also had a 2 plus engineering, killing a 3 spawns of turret. We got 2 bonus 3s. You know, so we have 15 luck and 44 harvesting. So of course very useful. And the best thing is that the turret will always kind of go where like the tree was. So the more spread out the trees are, the better technically and stuff that, right? Because this means, for example, like if we can get enough coverage, from the turrets, then, you know, like it is easier to be safer. So that, if that makes sense. Yes, we have only 2 crits, so that round. Harvesting, Big Bank, crit. Auto respawn. Reroll. Reroll. Yo. Reroll. Yo. 5% attack speed, 1% attack speed every 1 second until the end of wave. That's -2 engineering, 50% pickup range, 20% damage for seconds of pickup a consumable, and then crit chance, and then that's like the speed and the range on the wings. So yeah, that's actually pretty decent. This is Swarm Wave, by the way. Yes, the scary Swarm Wave. Say, scary Swarm Wave. Normally would be scary, but the quicker we can spawn trees, the better. Because if we spawn a lot of trees, then yeah, not only can you get a bunch of crates, but we can also get way more turrets, and way more turrets equals we can make this way safer. Stuff that if we can get a bunch of trees, because, you know, like trees, you know, trees. All the trees in the world, ha 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 ha. Oh, they never catch me. We did, of course, get the thing that increased the enemy movement speed. It's very scary. Recycle that, actually. Get the lifesteal though. Get 6% movement speed. Reroll. That's just a regular branch. Reroll. Bag. Rachel. And that. Yes. Okay, and wave 18 is going to be a boss wave now. It only affected that current wave there. What was it? Yeah, it was 1% enemy speed. That was what made that scary with that combination there. But now we have like very, very good movement speed. We have 39 movement speed now. We have 15 luck and 55 harvesting. We have 32 attack speed. We have 30 engineering. We don't have a lighthouse. This is a bit of an issue. Also, the earlier we can get robo arms, the better. Stuff that, you know, so yeah. I mean, our luck is pretty decent as well. It's a crate. And Pocket Factory is unique, right? Yes, Pocket Factory is unique. But yeah, of course, trees are a very, very powerful item right now and stuff that, right? Because of the fact that yeah, we can just get a lot of stuff. Okay, triple crate. Or get more crates. That's the question. We're looking for crates, of course, obviously. Triple crate. Yo. XSP, great chance. This, that. XP gain. Reroll. Engineering. Reroll. Good monkey. Get the lost duck. Actually, we're not gonna man that. Engineering. Ooh. Oh, that is insane. Structures can crit. Okay, wave 17. Next wave is the boss wave though. Our engineering is now at 30. We have 48 speed, 43 luck, 58 harvesting, 7 life steal, consumables is 1, and we have 70% XP gain. That's annoying, too shabby. Great. Oh, good. That's our attack speed. 42%, which is also very, very decent. Again, as I said, the turrets are going to be very, very important. Or rather, killing trees are going to be very important. That's another crate though. It's 2 crates. Eventually, right, once we reach the whole... Oh. Killing those guys aren't the easiest thing in the world. Okay, please one more crate, at least one more please. One more crate, can't you please give me up? Fine. Great chance, harvesting, yo. Attack speed. Success can crit, polar hat. Metal detector. This could be the urn. Because the 1 minus engineering for every structure you have minus 11, but then it's for plus 20 engineering, and yeah, engineering modifications are increased as well, so that makes it even better. The thing would be right that if we can get our engineering high enough, then the engineering will be like powerful enough to kill on its own. We might still die here actually because he's attacking very, very fast now. One is almost dead though. Recycle scope. 20 luck though. Yo! Get back. And we lock the fresh meat as well. So 100 for luck, 100 harvesting, speed 45. Our attack speed is what? 39%. 47 engineering, and we're at wave 19, okay. So this is not a boss wave. What is it? Oh, this is not a boss wave. And then the next one is going to be the last wave, by the way. I mean, or the first part of, you know. The question is, will we clear it, you know, and stuff that we look like insanely powerful now? We do have like how many trees? We have 4 trees. Because yes, this giving minus, though, this giving minus per black structure is pretty bad. However, the thing is, if you get enough engineering items, then like it becomes like really insane. Now the best thing could be, of course, if we can get like just the thing to allow our structures to crit, which we don't have right. We only have the clockwork wasp, but do not have the tools or whatever it's called. But we want all of those. We do have the structures can kit over the pilot books. It's just the structures can crit. But we need to have the thing. We need to get the nail. We need to get the nail. Yeah, pay attention now, damn it, so that we don't die, please. Yeah, pay attention so I don't die. Please. Recycle that. Yo, that's a lot of halting. Yo, that's attack speed. Attack speed. Get this. Lifesteal, yes. Double bench. Harvesting. Small fish. Nah. You're wrong. That will be insane, the celerity, eventually. Lock that, lock this. Final wave, fight! Let's pepper bloken! I mean, if they can go into our turrets, then that would be really good. Please. Fuck. Get me out of our minds. They're almost dead. Okay, that was the closest attempt yet. That was absolutely insane though. Okay, that was insane though, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually very, very insane, because that was just like used a few more hits there and they would have been dead there. If we would have had slightly more turrets, that would have been a victory. And stuff that, right? If we used slightly more turrets. Now, if we would have had, for example, like if we would have had one more wasp, for example, if we would have had more wasps, that would have done it probably. And stuff that, if we would have had slightly more turrets, we didn't get a single rocket turret. We only had like what, 3 regular turrets, and we didn't have a flame turret even. And we did not pick up a single laser turret either. I don't think we did. No. That was the absolute best attempt yet, though. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy not like finishing around and stuff that, you know, like, because I'm still having fun, you know. But I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time.